The Mexican music ensemble Grupo Frontera was founded in Edinburgh, Texas, but quickly became one of Mexico's most hard Mexican band. Adelaide Solis, IPO is the vocalist. Julie N.P. Jr. is the percussionist. Carlos Frontera is the drummer. Alberto Acosta is the guitarist. Carlos Zamora is the bassist. And Juan Javier Cant is the accordionist and second voice. The band was formed in 2022, following the release of their cover of the well-known song No Se Ve by the Colombian band Morat. Grupo Frontera has enjoyed a significant deal of commercial success. Because of a highly unique dancing technique, the song has been made popular to a significant degree, and this has inspired a lot of people to try to replicate the dance style. Since then, the popularity of the group has skyrocketed, and they have attracted a sizable amount of new followers and views across all of their social media platforms, not only in Mexico, but also in other Latin American nations like Colombia. Grupo Frontera has quickly emerged as one of the most popular groups operating in the industry at the present time. The group started recording music in their local area in 2019. They released cover versions of Latin pop and Nordo songs. By the end of 2022, a cover of Morat's song, No Se Ve, gained popularity and made it onto the charts, mainly due to its high number of views on YouTube and TikTok. In December 2022, a song called Beb Dame that they collaborated on with Fuerza Regida reached the top spot on the Billboard Hot Latin Songs charts. It also reached number 25 on the Billboard Hot 100, which was their first time having a song in the top 40. In May 2023, the band had their first top 5 hit on the Billboard Hot 100 with the song Un X102, which they collaborated on with Bad Bunny. Grupo Frontera has announced a tour consisting of 23 dates, which will commence in the middle of 2023. Billboard published an article that recognized the band's success as a crucial factor in the rise of the regional Mexican genre. Originally begun as a pastime by a group of friends living in the Texas Valley in the United States of America who each had family in the Mexican states of Nuevo León and Tamaulipas, the members of the band came to the conclusion that they should pursue their passion of becoming musicians at the beginning of 2022 and started uploading cover songs to YouTube. The fact that this band has always favored performing norte and cumbia adaptations of the most popular songs by other artists is one of the things that has set them apart from other bands and gained them so many followers. This is one of the things that has set them apart from others and won them so many admirers. The band Grupo Frontera is considered to be one of the most popular regional Mexican bands in the United States. Although it was just established in 2022 and is not much older than a few months, its hits have already become extremely popular in Mexico. The music of Grupo Frontera was first just a hobby for a group of friends from the Valley of Texas in the United States of America who had family roots in the Mexican states of Nuevo León and Tamaulipas. The many musicians from Mexico got together at the beginning of 2022 with the purpose of creating musical covers and releasing them to YouTube. Their goal was to revive classic Mexican music, particularly cumbia, from the country. In addition to Edinburgh being recognized as the hometown of Grupo Frontera, the Norteo organization was also presented with a day on the calendar of the city that is now known as Grupo Frontera Day. This day occurs on February 16 and is celebrated as Grupo Frontera Day in Edinburgh. The band made their official debut in March 2022 with a rendition of the song Estos Celos, which was an original song by the Mexican Joan Sebastian and had gone viral at the time. The song currently has several million views on YouTube. The band has amassed a great number of followers and reproductions on social networks as a direct result of the 21st century updates it has given to traditional musical patterns. Because of this, the band rose to prominence very rapidly and is now considered to be among the most popular in Latin America. A cover version of Morat's song No Se Ve was released by Grupo Frontera just 2 months after this song became their first hit. Beto Acosta, a guitarist who was a fan of Mara and thought that the song's appealing rhythm could be readily translated to a cumbia style, is said to have been the one who suggested creating a version of No Se Va. According to the tale, the idea of doing a rendition of No Se Va was made by Costa. They were recording in a residential area late at night, and they had to get out of there quickly, so the song finishes with a fade out. This is an interesting narrative about what happened at the time. Since its release, No Se Va has amassed tens of millions of views, becoming the band's most successful single. Grupo Frontera was able to make an impression all over the world as a result of this, as seen by the fact that they were able to enter the Billboard Hot 100 and rank among the most viewed videos on YouTube, ultimately making it into the top 15 of the Latin streaming songs. Bad Bunny was not the only one who found out about them at this time. In fact, he was not the only one who discovered them. A couple posted a video of themselves dancing to this song on TikTok, and their special method of dancing to it created an impression all over the world and became a trend. This is one of the reasons why the music became so popular and spread so quickly online. The odd method in which they danced inspired many people to emulate this dance on the TikTok site, which ultimately caused it to become a trend. Elmer is a native of Chihuahua, which is located in the state of Chihuahua in Mexico. He is one of the dancers featured in the video compilation of the best No Se Va dances that Grupo Frontera released to their YouTube channel. Elmer is the man who appears in the original video that went viral. Not only has Grupo Frontera achieved fame as a result of Mr. Elmer's popularity, but also a great number of other people want to dance with him. Due of the level of renown he has achieved, people organize events specifically to socialize with him and dance. Now, with the help of X102, they want to continue to make themselves more well-known and expand their business. Even though they have only been performing together for a little over a year, the members of Grupo Frontera have already established themselves as major Latin artists thanks to the success of their music across the continent. Because of the impact they have had in Mexico as well as in other countries, like Colombia and the United States, there is no fan of this genre of music who does not know who they are and who does not follow them. Grupo Frontera's output is heavily influenced by the cumbia and norte sounds that were popular among their elders. Many of these elders migrated from the neighboring Mexican states of Nuevo León and Tamaulipas. They seek to explore a unique direction by incorporating elements of pop and modern sounds. After gaining immense popularity on TikTok, the song No Se Va successfully made its way onto the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Despite not having a major label deal or their own studio album, the band continued to pursue success and achieved 2 more entries on the Hot 100 in 2022. The first was Qui Vulvas featuring Car NLLN, followed by BB Dame with Fuerza Regida. They were inspired by the music they grew up listening to in their trucks, such as bands like Intocable, Duelo, and La Firma. Their base is cumbia and norte, but they are not limited to the older sound. They are incorporating a modernized urban style, particularly in the lyrics, to create music that appeals to both younger and older generations. The survival of a cultural tradition depends on its ability to adapt and evolve alongside the community it belongs to. Young Mexicans on both sides of the border are using the internet to seek connection. They have transformed yesterday's town squares into today's TikToks, where dramas unfold and crystallize into folk songs, much like previous generations. The modernization of culture plays a crucial role in the revival of regional Mexican music among Gen Z. This movement has been influenced by the late corrido legend Ariel Camacho and propelled to the global music charts by emerging young idols such as Nathaniel Cano, Danny Lux, and Yaritza y su Esencia. The guiding premise of the song On X102 is inspired by advancement. On X102, when their grandparents were dating, they used to send letters. When their parents were dating, they would make phone calls. PA mentions that in the current era, people send text messages. This was the story the song was to pass across. with just one battery left on their phone. The protagonist desperately uses it to reach out to someone they loved and lost. The track was written by Edgar Barrera, a Grammy-winning songwriter and producer. Edgar Barrera is originally from McAllen, Texas, and has a notable track record of writing massive hits for popular artists such as Shakira, Camilo, Maluma, Madonna. Additionally, he has also written numerous songs for regional Mexican stars, including Christian Nodal, Karen Leon, and Grupo Firme. However, despite having a larger-than-life repertoire, Barrera's roots remain as paisa as ever. He first came across Grupo Frontera when they performed at a carne asada during the grand opening of his friend's tire shop outside McAllen. Barrera was impressed by the indie group's rendition of No Se Va. Shortly after, a chance encounter between Barrera and MAG, the producer of Bad Bunny, at the recent BMI Awards led to the unexpected collaboration. They were invited to an interview, and it was known that the band was unaware that Bad Bunny had recorded a verse for their song until the day they filmed the video in a ghost town in Nevada. They were surprised to discover him calmly stepping out of a trailer, portraying a cowboy Caribbean in the desert. Solis recalls how a person began approaching them in slow motion. In the interview, Solis explains that they had just talked about trucks and WWE. He doesn't desire to be treated as a star, he simply wishes to be treated as one of the guys. He also added that the song Un X102 was not Bad Bunny's first venture into the regional Mexican multiverse. In 2019, Benito famously collaborated with the trap corrido mixologist Natanael Cano. They worked together on a remix of Cano's original ballad, Soy Diablo. This song served as a raw expression of love from Puerto Rico to Cano's fellow musicians and fans in Mexico. On the night before his Coachella performance, Bad Bunny requested Grupo Frontera to perform a medley of their other popular songs. They were feeling nervous about the possibility of receiving no reaction from the crowd. At Coachella, considering the diverse range of people from various cultures in attendance, but the user found it amazing to see everybody singing along. Grupo Frontera is currently working diligently on their first full-length album with Barrera. Additionally, they are actively engaged in their El Comienzo tour, which will take them through the West Coast and the American South. The next Los Angeles date for the user will be on November 25 at the Microsoft Theater. PA emphasizes that honoring their parents, as well as their parents' parents and everyone from the Valley and northern Mexico, is essential in playing this type of music. It is a significant emotion for them to acknowledge and honor all individuals who have been present in this place. When asked about their achievements, they all had things to say, and according to PJAR, he has 2 different accomplishments to his name so far in his professional life. Our performance at the Auditorio Citibanamex in Monterrey was certainly one of the most memorable ones for us. It was a dream come true for us to perform in a venue that has previously hosted world-renowned musicians like Luis Miguel and Juan Gabriel. Another significant achievement of ours is that we have managed to avoid being labeled as a one-hit wonder group. They also added saying we plan to go international in 2023, and we already have 2 very big and important collaborations lined up, he adds. In addition to that, we are going to make the tour announcement. It is my sincere hope that by the first week of January, everyone will already be aware of Grupo Frontera's very first tour. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe to this channel for more.